Webster catches him.
Oh, great name. What's his deal?
Well, he's like Lex Luthor, except you just told me he's not.
He's not. Character.
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and this reaction is the Superman 3 pitch meeting, and it looks like we're going through all the Superman movies. I'm assuming the next one is going to be 4, I think it is. That one I'm not really looking too much forward to, and we'll get into that when that happens. But as far as this movie is concerned, it has its good points, it has its bad points. Is it a good movie? Is it a bad movie? We'll get into that throughout this video, and then I'll give my overall thoughts and anything I didn't say at the very end. But before we get into it, though, please do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, the pitch meeting link and his personal channel, though both great ways to support him. And a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video and click all those buttons down there, because I'll let you see future reactions that I do, but also it's my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a new Superman movie for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I do.
sir.
So we're gonna meet our main character, Gus Gorman, right?
Is Superman not the main character?
Not really, no.
No.
Gus Gorman's kind of our guy in this one.
Oh. Okay, so what's his deal?
Well, he
That's a
really
nice change
needs
of
a
pace.
job, so he takes a computer class, and turns out he's great at computers, which is something you're born with or not good at all at. You know, you can't learn that.
Is that how computer programming works?
It might be, yeah.
Apparently
he
so.
gets hired at this company and then programs the computer to send him all these fractions of cents that are being lost in payroll. It's a practice called salami slicing.
Delicious sounding crimes are tight.
Yeah, but
No!
the head of the company, Lex Luthor, catches him.
Gene Hackman's not doing this one.
Oh, okay, the head of the company,
Oh.
Webster catches him.
Oh, great name. What's his deal?
Well, he's like Lex Luthor, except you just told me he's not.
He's
Interesting
not.
character. Very cool.
So Webster's been looking for a guy good at computers because he wants to control the weather.
Which theoretically early 1980s computers can do.
See, nobody actually understands computers, so we can say that they can do whatever we want.
I mean, back then, yeah, no one really
It's
did.
actually a great point, and once this whole computer fad is over, nobody will be any the wiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fad. It's definitely a fad. Yep, definitely a fad.
Yeah, so this movie's gonna age great.
Amazing. So why does he want to control the weather?
Well, he wants to destroy Colombian coffee fields so he can control the market.
Very evil. Oh, hey, could I hear about Superman a little bit, please?
I mean, we should really stick to Gus Gorman.
Just a little.
But
Okay,
the
fine.
movie's
Superman's
called
still
Superman
working at the
3!
Daily Planet.
And what's going on there?
An office bingo game that we're going to revisit a shocking number of times throughout the movie.
What?
And then also Superman gets invited to his high school reunion, and he wants to write a story about that for the paper.
Is Lois Lane gonna go with them?
No, actually, she's
Nope.
barely going to be in the movie. She's going to show everyone a bikini and take off on vacation to Bermuda.
Okay,
He just come into
bye!
the office to show people a bikini and leave?
Yes, so Clark takes off to Smallville, but along the way he crosses a big old fire at a chemical plant.
Uh-oh, sounds like a job for Superman.
You betcha. So he sneaks into the back of a cop car and then comes out the other side dressed as Superman.
Did he just leave his Clark Kent clothes and glasses and wallet in the back of a police car?
Hey, shut up. So he
That's
finds
what we're
some
going
acid
with.
that he's told cannot heat up or it's going to explode in a real bad way.
Uh-oh, gonna be hard to keep that cool, I bet.
Actually,
It's going to be super easy.
super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, he flies to a nearby lake, freezes the top layer, flies back with it, and drops it on the building.
Why not just breathe his ice breath onto the thing that needs to stay cool?
Because.
Yeah, it felt very unnecessary. I wonder why he did that
So then
too.
he heads back to Smallville and reconnects with Lana Lang.
Ew, that's a lady's name.
Ooh, but now it's Gorman
Ooh.
time.
Oh, we're back to Gus Gorman.
You know it, sir. So in order to make bad weather in Colombia using computers, Gus has been sent to Smallville to use the computers at a subsidiary of the company so that it can't be traced back to them.
How would that not be traceable if it's one of their companies?
Computer reasons. So he starts messing around on the
Always
computer and
computer
causes a
reasons.
bunch of problems that computers are definitely capable of causing.
Like what?
Like immediately overbilling someone at a department store and making
Whoopsie.
those two little traffic guys get into a fight.
Wow, computers are fascinating.
They sure are, sir. So he finally gets those storms going, but Superman stops them.
Oh, sweet. We're gonna get some Superman action.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it might be fun to have Gus explain what Superman did and then just get little glimpses of him doing it.
Really into this Gus Gorman guy, huh?
Yeah,
Deeply
sure
for
is.
some reason. And then after he's done explaining in a funny way, he's going to accidentally ski off the top of a skyscraper.
Oh,
so he
no.
dies?
Well, no, sir. He's wearing skis, so he just kind of lands in traffic and takes off.
What are you talking about?
Real funny stuff. So then
the look on his face when he said that. Where is it?
funny stuff. So then Webster tells Gus takes off.
What are you talking about?
That face right there. He looks so confused.
Real funny stuff. So then Webster tells Gus to kill Superman by making some synthetic kryptonite.
Uh-oh.
But Gus can't figure out one of the elements, so he just uses tar instead.
Okay.
So then he dresses up as a military guy and gives Superman this big green rock as a gift.
Wouldn't Superman be kind of wary of big green rocks?
You'd think so, but the
No.
thing is...
He's not.
Oh, all right.
But then since this isn't real kryptonite, it doesn't kill Superman. It just makes him kind of mean.
What do you mean?
Oh, he becomes a little rascal, like he straightens out the Leaning Tower of Pisa and he puts out the Olympic flame.
The fake kryptonite makes him a little prankster.
Not just a prankster, sir. He's unhinged.
He is?
Yeah, like he goes to a bar and he flicks some peanuts at some glass bottles.
Whoa, this guy doesn't give a
And then this lady that works for
Nope.
Webster seduces Superman into causing a big oil spill in exchange for just going to town on her. So then our
Yeah.
main guy, Gus Gorman, gets Webster to make a supercomputer based on some designs he scribbled onto a napkin.
He wouldn't need any more details than that.
Absolutely not. So Webster immediately has a giant computer built inside a cave.
But how's Superman gonna help if he's now an evil peanut-flicking freak?
We'll see Clark and evil Superman separate from each other and have a big old fight.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
That was actually
It
fun.
seems like evil Superman's gonna win, but then Clark chokes him out and he vanishes.
So was that fight happening in his head, or?
There's no way to know exactly what I meant by that.
Nobody
then it's time to
cares,
fight
it's
the
fine.
Supercomputer.
Oh boy, here we go. So does he fly into it and blow it up?
Well, actually, first he tries just slowly walking towards it.
Interesting strategy. How does that work out?
Not great. It shoots a bubble at him and he can't breathe in the bubble.
Doesn't he kind of regularly fly into outer space?
He can't breathe in the bubble at all. So then Gus feels bad, so he actually helps Superman out.
Oh, full redemption. All is forgiven now.
Exactly. And then
Yeah,
this computer
totally.
absorbs Webster's sister Vera and turns her into a robot.
Oh, you know what might be fun is that if we use this scene as an opportunity to give nightmares to an entire generation of children.
What?
I've always wanted to give nightmares to an entire generation of
No!
children.
All right.
No.
Yeah, sure. So we'll make sure that that scene gives nightmares to an entire generation of kids. Yeah. okay.
God.
Amazing.
Anyway, then
So
Superman
scary.
heats up some acid and kills the computer.
Fantastic.
And then he drops Gus Gorman off with some guys, and Gus wants to show these guys he's friends with Superman, so he does that t-shirt opening thing, you know?
Wouldn't that shirt opening thing mean that he knows that Clark Kent is Superman?
He shut up about that forever, and then we're done. So what do you think?
Well, it sounds like a movie, you know, and it's kind of scary
It
what
does sound like
computers
a
can
movie.
hypothetically do.
Yeah, for sure. If you're not careful with computers, people can use them to do some pretty morally bankrupt stuff.
Yep, and there it goes. All right, so first off, love Richard Pryor. He's absolutely hilarious. I love seeing him in this movie. It was really funny, and look at Christopher Reeve. He looked absolutely jacked. And that's about it. Outside of the fight where he's fighting himself, that was pretty cool. Not really too much going on worth talking about, because it kind of felt like it didn't feel like a Superman movie. It felt like a movie with Richard Pryor as the main character, with Christopher Reeve as a cameo, with him being Superman and him doing whatever he needs to do to sort of move the plot forward, and that's your movie. And I also thought that switching out Lois Lane for Lana Lang was certainly a choice. I don't know why, especially with what happened with what happened with the first two movies. And Richard Pryor just dominated the so much screen time within this movie. I don't know how much they paid him. Maybe they paid him a whole buttload of money, and that's why he kind of felt like the main star in this, and why Christopher Reeve at times felt like such a background character. All those reasons are exactly why this Superman movie doesn't exactly rank too high up on my list. As far as the first three movies are concerned, this is certainly the last one, because we're seeing this trend where Superman 1, great, Superman 2, not bad, but pretty good, then Superman 3 is all the way the hell down here, and hopefully it's going to go back up after that. I forget I think it's 4 right after that, so I think it continues that downward trajectory after this. I am not looking forward to watching that pitch meeting because that means I have to rewatch that freaking movie. But that's going to do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about Superman 3? Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check all those links I have for you down in the description below. Then lastly and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Cruising, Wolver310, Kester Cronin, Joseph McSweeney, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Ann Perry, Fosacophony, Misa 2, Lily the Snoopy fan, Lauren, Jenny the Swifty, Fleet Street Viscount, Emily the Flower Lover, Steffi, Songbird 177, Sophie the Sunset Girl, Summer the Dog Lover, Scott, Misa 3, Arrow Hamster, Inca Linquist, Aubrey the Charlie Brown Lover, ZK Stir, Miri, Lee Harris, Chris Chapin, and Thomas Shawanowit. And if you too like to have a shout out, edit each every one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/TheDanReactor for more. And I will see you guys next time.